Hey, what's up everybody? It's Randall from No Age, doing another No Age breakdown. Today we're going to talk about an amp that I used on this last record, Goons Be Gone. It's this Sear Silvertone Solid State 150, and I'm also going to do a breakdown for the riff for Feeler, another song that is off of Goons Be Gone. So yeah, first thing I'll show you guys this Sears Solid State amp. I'm assuming this is somewhere in the 60s, which it was made. It sounds incredible. I got it at a garage sale for $50. I spent another $100 getting all the caps checked out and trying to get it back and up in working order. Right now, it sounds pretty awesome. The guys over at Caveman, Ian, hooked it up and made this thing sound pretty awesome. I'll play a little bit of it for you here. This is, let's start on channel 1, which has a little bit more dirt and drive on it. Cracking this coming from the guitar. Solid state, it's pretty growly and sounds pretty sweet. Really like sweet kind of grit and real garagey sounding, like. I think it's an awesome drive channel from a really sweet old amp. And then in channel 2, we get options to do this tremolos, which this is the amp I used when we were recording Feeler. This is the tremolo. Not quite that much strong, but. It's a real kind of warbly, like real nice, you know, like distorted, warble tremolo. Even the reverb sounds great on it. It's a really bright, nice sounding overdriven amp here. This Sears Silvertone. I loved the tremolo on it, so I think we did at least 2 songs off the next record on this. But I'll show you the take the reverb off here, and I'll show you real quickly how I do how I wrote the Feeler riff. So let's look at it. So we're all the way up here on the 9th fret, and starting up there. So we're going to hold down with your middle finger on the 10th fret of the B string. Your pointer finger is going to be on the 9th fret of the G string, and then we're going to do a hammer on with your ring finger onto the 11 of the G string. So it's a real kind of, you know, country bluesy, Keith Richardsy sort of riff. So yeah, B string on 11. I'm sorry, B string on 10, G string on 9. You're gonna hammer on the 11th fret on the G string. So, and then with that same ring finger, come up to the D string on 11, and then place your ring finger back here on 9. So you're kind of doing a bar chord on 9. But so you hit the B and G string at the same time. Come up there to the G string on 9, and then you're gonna hit off and on from 11 to 9 on the D string. So, and then bring your pinky up here to 12 of the A string. So again, barring down 9th fret with your pointer finger, you're going to do A string 9 up to 12 on the A string with your pinky. So that's really the riff. So you're kind of doing a bar on the 9th fret, and your middle finger is on the B10, and then everything else is just working with your ring finger and pinky finger between the 11 and 12 frets. Let's do a bar chord of E up here on the 12th fret. So going from E bar chord on the 12th fret to D bar chord on the 10th fret. And then the chorus happens down here on A. And that's just a bar chord on A, which is your pointer finger across all of the strings on the 5th fret, your ring finger on the A string at 9, pinky on the D string at 9, and then middle finger on the G string at 6. Back up to the beginning. Bring it down to the F chord, which again is your bar chord on the 1st fret, and then you're doing that same E major figure. So ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, pinky on 3rd fret of the D string, and then your middle finger on the G string on the 2nd fret. Back up to A. Back here to the D, I'm sorry, the E and D. And then from there, we're going to do the solo, which is this real kind of like low, slinky sort of solo. Oh, no, not like that. So the solo, really, we're kind of in that, playing in the same pattern, and just dividing it up into different kind of tempos and or meter, placing it places. So you're going to slide in on the A string from the 5th fret to the 7th fret, where you slide on. So you do a slide from 7 to 9, I'm sorry, 5 to 7, then hit 7 to 9, and then D string 7 to 9 again. 7. So We're going to do that same slide from 7 to 9 on the D string. It's really kind of all in there. I mean, I'm not a great soloist. I don't try to solo all the time, but this is kind of just a feel in between this this E, this kind of this E pattern here. So if you're starting on the A string on 9, I'm kind of just following the scale, going all the way up. Then we're gonna hit that B on the 10th fret. Just kind of moves it from the E to the A. It's kind of just a feel thing. I don't always do it the same way every night live. I've recorded a few different versions of it, but I'll do a live loop of just the A playing underneath it, and then once that's looping, then Dean's thinking about the astral plane, keeping it there. Yeah, that's really how you play feeler. It's a cool kind of tremolo-y thing that I got out of this really cool, sweet old Silvertone amp that the guys at Caveman Vintage helped me fix. So it's a cool sounding amp. The darker channel with like the overdrive also sounds really awesome. I use that on other songs on this record. It's a lot beefier. That's just a really sweet growl that just sounds different than other amps. And it's not a tube, it's old solid state capacitors and transistors in there, but it just sounds really biting and sounds awesome. I think there's one more thought on the feeler song. It always kind of has this Creedence Clearwater Revival CCR sort of vibe for it. So I don't know. I've always loved CCR, and so I thought this song kind of had shades of them, if not outright rip-offs. I don't know. It seemed fun. I think I missed a chord in there, but there's just something so classic. I don't know, really fun band. The easy songs to sort of play. Looking out my back door. Yeah, I don't know. It was fun. So this song Feeler kind of has some Rolling Stones, kind of some CCR sort of vibe to it, but with all the kind of noise and layering up stuff that we do here. It's a question from West DeWitt. What's your favorite amp you've ever had and why? I talked about it the other day. You can see it back here. I point to it. Which way am I pointing? This one. No, that one right there. It's a Sun Model T 2nd generation. You can get a better picture of it there. I've used this amp for decades now. It's awesome growling sounding, low, mid, crunchy beast. Loud as heck. The only problem I would say, if there is any drawbacks to the Sun Model T, is that they gotta really be loud to sound great. And it's not always the best thing to have the loudest amp on stage for lots of reasons, for other instruments, other members of the band on stage. So it sounds incredible, the Sun Model T, but the volume can be too much for depending on the sides of the stage where you're playing and the engineer. So it sounds awesome though. I really like it. if you see me playing it or not playing it, we were playing live and I don't have it there, it's only because I gotta be quieter. But it's a really great amp. I also love the Sun beta leads, which are kind of hiding back there. I think I have two of them stacked up. Where are they? Back over here. Hillbish Designs makes a great beta lead head. These ZT amps here, this is a Lee Ronaldo signature ZT amp that sounds awesome. I play this one a lot for my solo shows. It's light, it sounds great, it has tons of low end. It looks cool. This Jasper Johns pop art grill. In terms of amps too, this Supro Blues King is also really small and great. It's a small tube amp that just sounds awesome. But yeah, today we looked at the Silvertone solid state 150 right here. One side, channel 1's growl, side 2 is tremolo. Hope you like this. I will see you guys next week. Thanks. Bye.